Hey everyone, we're going to do a walk around on this 2001 Mercedes-Benz ML55 AMG. These are super rare cars, and I've actually had the opportunity to interact with 4 of them at this point, quite closely, and I've got to say this is probably the nicest one I've dealt with. And I say that as a owner of a 49,000 mile one owner ML320 with a sky view, which is in really good shape. This car's on a completely different level. It's very, very nice. So we're gonna go over the exterior and the interior, then we'll do the driving video. But the ML55's got the nice hood louvers, or I guess muscle scoops, kind of reminiscent of the 300 SL. SLK's got them of the era too, and I really like them. And 55's also got a wide body kit. So you have, from the factory, so you have the fender flares, then you have the AMG bumper to match it, because obviously a narrow body, the bumpers would stick out, you know, an extra 3 inches. So this is cool. It is a wide body from the factory, and I don't think these have had their moment yet. They're slowly creeping up as far as appreciation goes, but the more I interact with these, the more I question why these are so slept on. They're really, really cool. Sorry, the door is open. That is not a body gap. But the paint appears to be original from the paint meter readings, as 040 black on black buffalo skin interior. You get the smoked reverse lights on the AMGs. You get the badging. It's so good in black. So good in 040. I love it. They're really clean along the sides. Original Mercedes-Benz glass. The cowling's in nice shape. It even has Mercedes-Benz wiper blades on it. I love to see that. That's an owner that cares. The roof's in good shape. The plastics are dark and glossy. They're not all ashy and gray like a lot of them are. Get the big ML55 monoblocks, red painted calipers. Those are 4 piston front, I think 2 piston rear. And the tires nowadays are getting harder and harder to find. Hankook is one of the people that make them, and I think there's one other brand that I think it's Toyo or something, and Toyos are not as good as Hankook, so I like to see this tire on them. You just see how nice the paint is, really everywhere. You know, you've got some rock chips. It's got 70,000 miles on it. That actually all have been touched up and filled in by the owner, which I love to see. So there's no white glaring injuries on the paint. Very, very thoughtful owner. Factory glass, you can see the rear has SUV tinting. The front has, honestly, like, it's kind of bluish, just like the factory, but when you'll see some pictures of the front windshield, it just looked a little darker than stock. You can kind of see the difference. I mean, it's blue tinted like Mercedes-Benz, but if anything's done to it, it's very good. If it's factory, Mercedes-Benz knocked it out of the park. And then you have more wide body stuff in the rear here. You can see just how deep the bumper is. It's like an extra 2-3 inches. Really, really cool thing. He had twin polished AMG tailpipes coming out the rear wiper blade, and that does activate when you use your windshield wipers. Excuse the stuff in here, but you do have the tonneau. I love to see a lot of these are missing, and it does latch into there. Spare tire is behind the cover. These like to break along here. Whoever buys this car, be very careful of this plastic cover. I mean, this one's in very good shape, but when you take these out, they like to fracture. The plastics are kind of fragile and thin on these, especially as they age, so just be careful with that. The struts are in very healthy shape. Just no corrosion anywhere in the body. It's so, oh gosh, yeah, there's some good struts. It's just so nice. I really, really like this car. And fuel filler is on the left side. It is an Alabama-made car, so there's a little bit of American in here, which I kind of appreciate. That's a cool story. We'll do engine bay first before we go to interior. Actually, no, we'll do interior first. It's getting dark outside. So you have the buffalo skin leather seats. These are showing very minimal wear, especially on the side bolster here. You got a little bit right there. It's not cracked or anything. It's just, you know, 70,000 miles of owners getting in and out of it. I love the original floor mats. These are unobtainium. If you're looking for one of these, try to find a car that has the original floor mats. Yep, I mean, look, all the little studs are in place too. They're not broken off and crumbling. This is super rare. Love to see this. You have Mercedes-Benz brushed aluminum sills. And you do have the black, this is black burl walnut? I've got to check the data card, it's kind of hard to see, but you do the wheels. I think all ML's got the wooden wheels. Dash is in nice shape. These airbags covers like to pop up right here. This car isn't doing that. Do a sunroof, which it does work. I showed all the pictures of it. There's no headliner sag. I actually need to photograph that. Love seeing the sticker. Just a little coin tray right here. Very, very clean. We'll test the mirrors when we're in the car driving it. All the windows roll up and down. I had them all up and down for the shoot, so you can kind of see that. Orange illuminated gauge cluster, which is yeah, very in this era. This W202s had it, the R170s had it. Yeah, the MLs had it for all the AMGs with the white faces, which is really cool. Okay, rear seat. So these are really funky. I showed photos in the gallery. This becomes a flat floor and it's level with the trunk, which is really cool. And you operate it by removing the 3 headrests, which just does have 3 headrests. A lot of them are missing the fronts or the middles, which is cool. But you pop this up, the seat folds down. You use this, the seat slides forward, and this seat actually does. Oh, okay, it's hard to do with one hand, but if you pull that lever, the seat, no, if you pull that lever, the seat slides forward and backwards. So it is adjustable for leg room, and then you can slide the whole thing down. It just goes down at a 45-degree angle. Really cool, hard to do with one hand, but I have photos in the gallery of it. The rear seats are in really nice shape. They're extremely matte looking. I honestly don't think anyone's really sat in here. That looks like extremely unworn leather. Like, it's not dry, it's just no one's really sat in it before. It's quite astonishing. I mean, even these are sleeved in leather. Look how dark red the seatbelt buckles are. Amazing. And you do have illuminating rear windows here for our power windows. You got cup holders and an ashtray, and original floor mats in the rear too. I just realized there's music playing. Let me turn that down. But it does have a factory command head unit. It does work. AC blows cold. Heated seats. I'm gonna charge those up. Oh yeah, and you have the rear windows that vent. I think only the driver's side works. So I'll point that out to the MB market when I submit the car. Lovely. And yeah, you can see again floor mat and just a very nice seat. Let's try all the functions out. Yeah, everything works, and you have free memory. We'll try the driver's seat out when I'm driving it, but okay. Engine bay. So 5.4 liter M113, about 349 horsepower, 396 foot-pounds, I think. It's almost 400 foot-pounds. So on these cars, what you need to worry about are these. These like to age and they become eggshell and they just fracture. This one looks like it's in very good shape. I see, yeah, there's a lot of new parts on here. The valve covers look good. Engine oil dipstick. And also the coolant reservoirs look to get really yellow and cracked, and that looks like it's been replaced at some point. Also, the accelerator sensor will also go on these, and that looks like it's in very good condition, and it's pretty obvious when those go out. And that's a 5-inch job to replace, and like $100-something bucks. Really nothing to worry about. But got 2023 battery in here, a couple of leaves, we'll get those out. But this looks like a 94 group battery. Good cold cranking out. That's the right thing to have on there. Magnesium valve covers look like they're in good shape. And the hood pad, also very nice. All right, there's a walk around. I'm gonna pop the camera on and we're gonna go drive it up and down the street. All right, everyone, we're gonna drive this ML55. Let me test my seat functions. Seat does slide forward, backrest works, and it does tilt. I'm actually gonna raise a little bit, get a little bit closer. You do have a adjustable steering wheel. It is just elevation only, it doesn't telescope. And that's done by a manual lever. Cool, let's off-road here for a second. Do a little torture test on the suspension. It's extremely tight. And also, oop, that was the seat. I did not lock that in. That's okay. Also, I wanted to point out the A-pillars. These like to, the glue likes to unstick, and then they just kind of get all wrinkly and gross looking, and these are in really good shape. It doesn't look like it's ever been done before. That looks like factory headliner material, which I love to see. This is an extraordinarily tight example. I drove about 50 miles yesterday, and ooh, we got a green light. We're gonna see if we can make it. It is an AMG after all, and it does handle very nicely. A lot of power. So I was able to make that, I was able to really run the yellow there, but that's okay. The heated seat is working for the driver's side. It feels very aligned. These ML55s feel like they weigh an extra 1,500 pounds in a good way compared to like a 320. The door shut sounds completely different than a 320. Just the whole car feels so much more buttoned down, and that's just a thing that AMGs tend to do. They just feel like they have extra screws, extra adhesives, extra welds, extra sound deadening in them. They're really, really well built vehicles. If you've driven like a 430 or 500 or a 350 or a 320, these 55s feel completely different than all of them. We're gonna go up and down this little highway here for a second. Yeah, AC's blowing nicely. Put Restork on. I realized that my, whatever, my sunroof vented, so close that up. Low NVH. These track really nicely too. This one's very straight. These 113 engines, I feel like these ML55s have first gear starts because the thing just launches off the line. I have a 2004 Cayenne Turbo, and I put about 600 miles on it over the weekend on a road trip, and I got out of that and into this, and the AMG just feels so much more responsive with its naturally aspirated engine, and the 113 just makes so much torque down low. It's a very good pairing. I have been idling this car through the whole photo set, so I am at engine temperature. We'll get on it here in a second. This is a very good example. So many of these are pretty much worthless cars. They got cheap, especially the lower trim levels. The AMGs, luckily, have always been kind of collector owned, and you know, obviously they take better care of their cars. So a lot more have survived. Like, while they're rare, they're almost, you almost see 55s pop up in nicer shape more often than your regular ones. Yeah, I do hear something in the sunroof moving around. I will point that out. I'm gonna see if I can pop it open and see what's going on. But we'll get on it right here. Oh, these engines are so good. It makes me really miss my E55. So I will say, the owner of this car actually drove this car to Atlanta from Boston. He did it in about a day. He's an absolute road warrior, and dropped it off at my house. So this car has just done an East Coast adventure. Which is really, really cool. So the car's been, you know, proven to be reliable. I know the owner did a bunch of services to it, and yeah, it'll do whatever you ask it to. If you want to fly in and drive the car home when you buy it, or win it on the MB market, more than welcome to. The car has been proven to drive across the country. Also, these W163s tend to have kind of rattly, crummy interiors, and this one is not rattly whatsoever, other than a little noise up there, but I'm going to investigate that. But you'll get, you know, door panels creaking, seat leather kind of rubbing against each other. Yeah, engine mounts feel really nice. Car is very smooth at idle. God, it just takes off, doesn't it? I don't want to drive it too hard. It's not my car, and I got all my camera gear here, but I mean, it's just goes straight down the road. It's tight. All the blinkers and switch gears have a nice crisp feel to them that, you know, only low mileage cars can do. This is a very, very nice example. It smells really good on the interior. It smells like a very clean, garage-kept W163. And ML55s all have a specific smell since they have a specific leather that they use. Yeah, going over the bumps, it's sturdy. It just feels like an absolute charging bulldog, this car. Alright, well, that sums up the driving review of this ML55. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please list them in the YouTube video or on the auction. Yeah, that's the nicest ML55 I think I've dealt with, if not the nicest W164 I've actually interacted with. We'll give it a quick launch down this road real fast. My camera's safe. Just pulls and pulls and pulls. That 113 is so good. Love these engines. There's so much texture. Alright, we're going to button it up there. Thank you so much for watching. And there's my review of this 2001 ML55 AMG.